Hello, wonderful traders. Dadas here, speaking to you from the Dadas trading room on the Discord platform, to which I invite you sincerely. So, let's talk about the daily recap for today. Today was Friday, well, it still is. Mm, One of those Fridays. First of all, what we could notice on the DAX 30 index today is that even though the range is the daily range, so from high to low or from low to high, has been 734 pips today. I think we can say that because the market is about to close, about 6 or 7 minutes to the close of the market for the week. Mm, yeah, for the weekend. So basically, the trading range was very similar to the whole week today. And however, the volatility of the market today was a bit smaller, not so wild as during the previous days. And basically, the overall performance, or let's say the movement or the action of the market of the DAX market today was more like a typical movement. Well, apart from the range, because a typical range is more like 100 something pips, so about 7 times lower, 6 7 times lower than today. But the overall characteristic of the movement was a pretty typical one, where the market was going up and then retracing back down to what we could call the base. Well, what I call the base is the Data's daily pivot, right, right there. So there's the Data's daily pivot zone. So more or less, the price went up and back down, trying to retest that level. If they're going to retest that level or not, probably not. Like I said, it's like 5 minutes to the end of the day. So perhaps, well, a lot of things can happen during the 5 minutes, but okay. Anyways, so the market was pretty well. I can't say it was obviously clear, but yeah, the characteristic of the market, of the behavior of the price, was pretty typical, only in a different context. Okay, so what I did here today is I just took two trades here. But as you can see, the first trade was taken like this, um, basically. Um, but it wasn't actually taken by the measurement. It was taken from this context right there. So on the M5, I just figured out that the price would be going down here. I put my take profit right there, and basically I was pretty optimistic right here when the market started moving down. Mm, but well, I simply did what I usually do. When the market was moving down right here, I moved my trailed my stop loss to some kind of a profit. In this case, it was around 11 12 pips profit, and basically I was very optimistic. But then on the following candle, on the following 5 minutes, they simply went back up and took out my trailing stop. After which, after about a 20 minute of consolidation, they went back down, and of course, my original take profit would have been taken right there. Mm, yeah, but what happened just happened. Now, the second trade right here, see a little trade right here, small trade, like a typical trade. That one I decided to make the trade on the Renko bars. Let's see if we can see that right here. Mm, yep, we can see it right there. So basically, what I did here is I set up my expert advisor in such a way that it would take trades right here. Of course, I set up the Dada's trade ruler in the same way, right? So basically, it was probably like this, maybe some other way. I don't know. Um, anyways, I hit my trading button. Now what happened? Uh, of course, independent of all the other factors, I simply left the trailing stop at 5.5 pips, right? So basically, the trailing stop at 5.5 pips got triggered right there, and it got taken out on some kind of a movement, very quick movement right here. So so basically, this is mm, like a mixing two contexts together. But anyway, it worked, right? It worked very well. And yeah, that's it. I didn't make any more trades on this market because basically, well, I was quite busy today with a few other things. But another thing I did was I was trying to take a trade here on the euro dollar. Not like this. Okay, on the euro dollar because I saw the situation right here. I clicked it. I clicked this one, and I figured out that they would be that there's a pretty big possibility that they're going to go down here for this level. Now, as you see, what the market did first was it moved back up. Instead of going down, it moved back up. My stop loss was right there, exactly right there on this line, right? On this dotted blue line. And the spread was below 1 pip on the euro dollar, like it usually is during the day, below 1 pip. And it was safe, so my stop loss was safe. It didn't get taken out right there, and the price started moving down. So again, I got very optimistic right here, but as usual, I like to do my trailing stop. So I did my trailing stop. I mean, also at this moment when the price went back up here and then started going down, I started to try to figure out what they were doing. I found this context right there. So as you can see, I put my take profit. I moved my take profit to here, right, to this level, and basically you see that basically they took out my trailing stop, and then they went down and took my take profit. Now, these kind of situations are pretty frustrating, and that's why you never know. Anyways, you see what happened right there. You see what happened right there. I mean, after reaching this level, they bounced back up and went back all the way back up there. And after that, a long time after that, after a pretty long time of consolidating in this area, they again decided to go down. But then again, bounced up from here and then again went lower. And then you see now that again, waiting for this take profit would have been very frustrating because at this moment, right? At this moment, we are at like 45 pips profit. Now, all of a sudden, we are again here at 20 something pips loss. Yeah, 25 pips loss. Now that is this kind of situation. I'm sorry, but this kind of situation is very stupid, and that you can't require for it to make any sense in this situation, right? And of course, but and also like right here, you would be in 60 pips profit, and then all of a sudden you are at 10 pips profit again, right? So it all just doesn't make sense. And then at this level we would have been like at 68 pips profit, and then after a while we would have been at 20 pips profit. Ah, and again we don't know what the price is going to do, right? In this situation. Anyways, that's why I always say it's better to be in profit than to be in a loss. So yeah. Uh, so that's what I did. Now, apart from that, I wasn't observing this the crude oil today, not closely. I was just taking a peek from time to time. I was taking a peek from time to time on the Polish zlotys, but generally I was working here. I was working on the rejuvenation of my very old basic standard DSWS. That is the Dada Secret Weapons Strategy, and yeah, I was working on this right there. In other words, I took my very old indicator, something that I had created like somewhere around 2013 as a basis of this, and then I kept developing it. And today I've taken this old indicator out of some old drawer and started to work on it to make it better according to my present programming skills and my present knowledge. I've changed a few things here. I've tweaked a few things. I've made a few things better. Like it's now showing the position sizes for both long and short. For example, if we were to click, because let's click somewhere where the price is. So yeah, let's click right here as if it were let's say resistance, right? So if this is for example resistance, we have short stop loss level and long stop loss level, and number of lots according to the risk from the long stop loss level and from the short stop loss level. So you can of course decide. There is an expert advisor for this too, which I will also tweak a little bit so that it takes the data directly from this indicator, right? I mean, at least as far as the lots are concerned, or the trading volumes. Mm, and yeah, and that will be sort of like a small strategy or a small system um, that people could work with. I will make a video about it, and this video will be placed on my Discord server, in the Dada's Trading Room Discord server, right here in the channel Dada's Tool Shop. Yes, you'll see a detailed video of how it works, and then you can decide whether you want to purchase it or not. Of course, I strongly advise you to become my patron. on patreon.com/Dada's Trading System Workshop, because if you become my patron on the level of Dada's Beginner, on the tier of Dada's Beginner, you will be granted access. You will become a VIP here on the Discord server, and you will have access to my to this channel here, where you will find all kinds of extra materials, like extra videos. You could order videos. I've posted a very important video that is that brings light to any trader on how charts work and why people lose money. It's a very good. It's one of my basic videos that everybody should know if they want to become a trader. So if you become my patron, you'll get access to this video, plus other videos that are there already, and also in the patrons only channel. Also, if you become my patron, you'll be able to get my the tools that I present in the Dada's Tool Shop simply for free. I mean, for the fact. Another major privilege, you could say, another major privilege for my patrons is that all your monthly pledges are being summed up, and the moment you accumulate enough money for 6 hours of my Dada's Trading System Workshop, which concerns the Dada's Trading System 2020, the newest one, you will be able to get my whole system for free, together with all the instructional videos and PDFs, and all the indicators and expert advisors that come with it. Of course, only for those who become my patrons. Of course, it's not limited, because you can also purchase this, take out the 6 hours in one purchase. Then you'll get a little bit of what do you call it? Well, it'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper. And then, if you take out those 6 hours, you get my whole system in addition to those hours for free. So in other words, you pay, you get the system, you learn, and then you at any time you wish, you can take out those 6 hours of the coaching for the system. Okay. Yeah. So that's what happened today, and that's what happened this week. You can see that we're slowly getting ahead. If I lose something, I make it up, and then I go on further. Nothing wild, nothing spectacular, but systematic. Yeah, systematic, slow movement forwards. Okay. So that's it for today. That's it for this week. I hope you like it. I hope you like my videos. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't, and ring the bell, notification bell, so that you get notified about my videos as soon as they get published. And of course, if you don't like my videos, just remember to press the thumbs down twice, just to make sure. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for now. See you next time. And like like they say, wash your hands, keep safe. See you.